Hey guys, it's Hippie Goals. So if you saw my last video, I harvested some kale from the garden. I donated a lot of it, but this is what I brought home, and you can't let it sit forever, so I have to start cooking it. It's late at night, so it's just going to be the food in the video. You can tear it apart like that with your hands. I'm just trying to get that stem from the middle, but I kind of didn't like doing all that. Plus, I like my really big fat knife. Now, don't mind me with the knife. I'm going nice and slow, and it's heavy. It's easy to control. I decided I wasn't going to chop one at a time, so I'm just taking all the stems out. As you can see how curly and wrinkly it is, sometimes bugs can get stuck in there really easy. So I had it soaking in some vinegar water. The bugs will usually float to the top if there are any, and any dirt or sand will sink to the bottom. So once you pour off the water, make sure just to empty the whole bowl and then put it in a strainer or colander or whatever you call it, and get all the dirt off. So that's fast, chopped it up, and I'm going to take the stems and put them in the compost at the garden. Now, when I get over to the stove, I had already started putting stuff in, and before I hit record. So that's just some onions, but I got it. It was in a mirepoix mix, so it was like carrots, celery, and onions. So I just tried to get the onions out, but I got a little carrot and celery in there, but that's okay. This is just some bouillon paste called Better Than Bouillon. Is the vegetable flavor, and it's vegan. And then I put a little bit of garlic paste. Usually I would chop up some fresh garlic because I love garlic, but it's late and I just wanted to get this cooked. Poured a little water in just to get a broth going so that the kale can cook in there. And I'm going to have a better camera setup next time. I'm left-handed, so my hand's just all in the camera. I try to go right-handed real quick, but I didn't feel like it. So I'm just getting it all stirred up so all the flavor can get on the kale, but I'm definitely going to add some more water because I want the broth to come up over the kale so that it can add in there. That's just some umami seasoning from Trader Joe's. It's mushroom based. It has some pepper flakes in it. It's just good for seasoning a lot of things. I definitely tend to be heavy-handed when it comes to seasoning. So by the end of this, because usually I'll take something like this and throw it on top of some plain white rice, and that'll give the rice a little bit of flavor too. So I add a little bit more salt because when I tasted it just now, it wasn't very salty. But usually when stuff is hot, I don't taste the salt. When it's off the stove and cools down a little bit, it does. I thought about putting in some liquid smoke to give it some smoky flavor, but instead I took that smoked paprika. I took the smoked paprika and put that in there, and that definitely made a huge difference. So I just stir a little bit more. It's done. It's soft enough to where I want it to be tender. And here it is. I throw some hot pepper flakes on top, and it's good to go. And usually I put it on top of rice or something. But this is it, and it was good. Thank you.